Coming up on this week's episode, we are very Christmassy. We're back. We're not late this week. We're here on time, and it's going to be great. All on this week's episode of... My name is Kai.
And my name is Fraser.
Hello, Fraser.
Do you know what, Kai? It feels like it's been 2 weeks since we've done this.
You know what? It kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah, we already broke our promise where we said we're going to not miss anymore for the rest of the year. And we missed one literally the week after we made the promise.
It's been a rough week or two. I've been away. I've had my laptop and my phone and stuff. But literally, as soon as I finished editing a video when we were going to do this, I fell asleep, didn't wake up until 6 the next morning. And by that point, it was pretty late.
Yeah, fair enough.
But we're back this week, all fresh, good ideas for the whole week to talk about. And I think we're pretty set, generally.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Christmas stuff going on at the moment. I've got my Christmas tree up, finally.
Yeah.
We went out over the weekend and we went to get the Christmas tree. We always go to a Christmas tree farm. We like getting the real Christmas trees. So we went out to a Christmas tree farm, picked one. This was probably the longest time it took for us to pick a tree because there was quite a few which looked good and then quite a lot which looked rubbish. But everyone which looked good was on like the bottom left-hand corner and then the top left-hand corner and then the top right-hand corner. So when we were walking between the few to get a final decision, we had to properly trek, and we were indecisive. Then I came up with the smart idea of actually taking pictures of them and comparing, which I should have done beforehand.
Now.
Exactly. So we've got our Christmas tree up. It's almost fell over twice. But we fixed that now, I think. We've got decorations up as well, such as we usually have like lights going down the stairs, so those lights are up now as well. We've got lights on the tree, got decorations on the tree, we've got like Merry Christmas banners up. What else have we got? We've got the card holders. I don't know if your family does this, but like with my family at least, whenever we receive a Christmas card, it goes on a Christmas card holder which hangs down from these doors. You can basically look at all the Christmas cards as you walk around the house, which is quite cool. We've got the wreath.
We've got like a bit of string that goes above the door frame.
It's like that. It's basically like the string, but it's a metal holder. That's what we've got. Beta's already posed for a Christmas photo already. She's got her reindeer antlers on.
Very nice.
And also a red nose as well. And she posed in front of the Christmas tree. It's all been very Christmassy. There's been a lot of Christmas songs going on as well. To some people's delight, to other people's distraught, I guess. Dismayed. I mean, the first few not too bad, but then when it goes on for like 3 hours, it's like, oh come on, it's still November. I mean, it is Christmassy now, you're allowed, but it's still November. Wait a couple of days. Although when this comes out, it's going to be the 1st of December. Which means that it's going to be 24 days until Christmas when this episode releases, which is quite a weird thought, considering in my head, I think summer is still like 2 weeks ago. Even though it's not.
I think it's because of the weather, The weather's only just suddenly got really cold.
Oh my goodness. And we've also had Storm Arwen completely going across the UK as well, which is actually a really good talking point. It's something that we've not talked about yet or thought about talking about yet. Storm Arwen, like that hit me by surprise. I didn't even know there was a storm coming. And then suddenly I'm a Celebrity is like, oh, we'll see what happens tomorrow on the Friday before the weekend of the storm. And then because on the Friday they said actually the storm was really bad in Wales and they couldn't broadcast live because the antenna couldn't be put up. So they recorded one in advance just in case it couldn't go up, and then it couldn't go up in the end. So that was a bit weird. And then I was like, oh, well, I don't know what storm they're on about. I just come off of playing VR on stream and I opened my window to let in some cold air, and there was absolutely nothing. And then I shut my window and then it started absolutely galing. There was so much wind.
Weird.
It was unreal.
We didn't really get much of that here.
No, I had a look.
We got it yesterday a little bit, but
I had a look at the weather map for all of Friday, the majority, or all of Saturday, and the majority of Sunday. Kent and the southeast in general were unaffected by the storm.
I mean, there was some, but like not loads.
But everywhere else in the UK, we were in a yellow zone, and it was really, really windy. The entirety of Saturday was a horrible weather day. And for us being in a yellow zone, like it was really bad. So there was a part of the northeast of the UK which was in a red zone.
Oh.
So I can't imagine what it was like for them, let alone orange. I can't imagine what it was like for them either. It was absolutely horrible. But on the plus side to some people, on the negative side to others, the cold temperature plus storms, they mix really well. So in parts of the UK, they've had really heavy snowfall.
Yeah, there's been some in like Birmingham, Scotland.
Yep, Sheffield, Manchester, Newcastle. They've all had like really bad snow, or in some cases just snow, not really bad. And that's quite nice. I love having like snow in November because it gets you in the Christmassy mood without it even actually technically being winter.
You right.
Yeah.
You right.
So, yeah, that's been going on. And, yeah, we've been preparing for Christmas. Really, really good stuff. And I've also been preparing for Christmas stream stuff. And
you have.
It's quite difficult this year. I'll let Kai talk in a moment. I know I've been blabbling on. I've been preparing for Christmas stream stuff as well. And it's been taking quite a bit of time because I've been very indecisive. As people know, I've got a very minimalistic stream layout. And I've been thinking, well, how can I do it without ruin the minimalism? And I've ultimately decided on not ruin the minimalism. So it is still quite minimalistic and it's only really the colours that have changed. But I've added like Christmas sounding alerts. And for any Twitch sub alerts, this is my favourite part. I've used Jack Films' royalty-free Christmas songs, which is a variety of different Christmas music that he's made previously, including, but not limited to, a song about any Christmas words, Deck My Halls, Jingle My Bells, Mistle My Toes, Kermit the Frog singing about Christmas, a song that he's made up on the spot, Shrek 5, the Santa song, Chestnuts, where it basically starts off as, you know, chestnuts roasted on open fire.
I do.
Instead of chestnuts roasted on open fire, he goes, chestnuts, for like an extra 10 seconds. I can't do it that long.
That sounds like the Seven Dwarfs song.
Chestnuts.
Chestnuts.
Yeah.
Chestnuts.
It's pretty much that. So, yeah, there's different alerts. Like that's a sneak peek as well, because people won't see that until the first Christmas stream on Friday, the 3rd of December. So if you listen to the podcast, you've got a sneak peek of what's up and coming.
Ooh, exciting.
Anyway, so that's what I've been doing to prepare for Christmas. What about you, Kai?
I've been kind of all around the UK the last, like, I don't know, week? Maybe, yeah, just over a week ago, I think. Yeah, just over a week ago, I was in London. I went on Friday the 19th to... I was actually in London for an event. I went to an event called Discovered Dogs.
Yep.
Which was really good, actually. It was really sweet. If you don't know what it is, because you probably don't, you basically have, like, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of, like, different dog breeds everywhere. That's like the main purpose of it. It's to work out... It's for people that want, like, a new dog most of the time, but, like, a lot of the time now it's just people that want to come and just see dogs.
Yeah.
So there's literally, I don't know, there was like 170 different breeds or something.
Oh, I bet that was lovely to be around all the dogs.
So nice. All the dogs were so friendly. Everything was so nice. It was a lovely time. And technically I was there doing business work as well, I guess, because I was filming videos whilst there. Not of the event, but just separate stuff.
Yeah.
And it was such a good event. Like, it's definitely something I'm gonna go to next year when it's on again. Like, all the dogs were so friendly. Obviously they will get tired after, you know, the first couple of hours because everyone's kind of giving them loads of attention. But it's so nice. And there's like, they've got like agility courses and stuff, like for or like agility events. They've got
nice.
There was something called the Golden Retriever Parade or something. And that
Is it what it says on the tin?
Huh?
Is it what it says on the tin?
Pretty much. It was golden retrievers and their owners doing like a dance, kind of.
Oh, nice.
Which was really cool. There was like police dog stuff happening. Then there was just a bunch of stalls as well. It was all this really cool stuff. And like medic dogs as well. Like one of them could sniff out if someone had COVID or not based on like the clothing they were wearing.
Oh, wow.
Which was pretty weird, but pretty cool.
Clever.
Really, really clever. Like, they kind of either sit down or, like, stop in place of the person they'd, like, know has it. And it's always the person with the blue shirt, in, like, this trial, obviously.
Yeah.
But But yeah, it's not like COVID infected anymore, but it was like someone with COVID had that shirt on, for example.
Wait, so they actually brought somebody with COVID to the event?
No, like the shirt had like it's someone that had COVID wore that shirt, and I think it's got like a trace of COVID, but like not a transmittable trace, you know?
How does that work?
I have no idea. But it was really cool to see. Obviously, I didn't go anywhere near that person.
this is where it actually wasn't a COVID sniffer dog. They just got like a drug sniffer dog, and that guy had a fat stack of cocaine in his back pocket or something.
Maybe. But no, I did a little bit of filming in there just for a video that comes out on the 4th, I believe. Which you'll have to wait and see on that one. But otherwise, I've been all around the country getting videos filmed.
Nice.
And as well, I got a new tattoo as well. Very cool, very sick. I've lost a mole.
A mole?
Yep.
What? How does that make sense?
We tattooed over one of the moles that I had.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it's just gone.
Interesting, fair enough.
It might still be there. It might have just like kind of gone more into the skin kind of thing, you know?
But it's just inked over.
Yeah, it's inked over, so it's just, you know, it's black there now.
Fair enough.
Which is good, but it looks sick. I'll post a picture at some point. It's in the very peely stage at the moment, so it doesn't look the best.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of waiting for that, because it's really hard to get a photo of, like, especially a good photo. Like, unless you want to see my just full-on armpit.
I'm sure everybody would love to see a full-on armpit.
Some weirdo out there probably does.
Definitely.
But otherwise, been filming lots of videos.
Are you still coming down to mine?
Good. What date was that? The 19th?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, probably can.
Yeah.
I don't see why not. And yeah, it's been a big filming couple of weeks, you know. As I said last time, I said I was uploading every single day of December.
Yeah.
As of today, I think I have 3 videos edited. I have one that I'm working on at the moment that's being edited. I've got 12 total recorded.
That's a hell of a lot.
Which is really good. So loads to edit still, which it'll all be achievable. It's stuff I could easily do on the day if I really had to at like last minute, but I shouldn't have to. And yeah, I'm getting through it pretty easily, pretty well, you know. And I'll say this now: the first video's come out today. It's coming out at 8 PM, and a little sneak peek for everyone. It involves a Christmas card.
Ooh.
Which will be for sale on my big cartel store if you want to get one.
Ooh, how many?
And it's limited. There's 150 total.
Ooh, so that's very limited.
Very limited. So first day of the month, you can either get second class or first class, whichever one you want to pick out of the two. Just it'll just depend on how fast you want it, I guess.
Basically, now you know that it exists and it's coming in 2 days' time. Oh, no, not in 2 days' time. In 2 hours' time.
Yeah.
Literally, in 2 hours' time from the moment this episode releases, you need to go to Kai's Big Cartel and refresh the shit out of that page. Because otherwise, you know how many views Kai gets per video? He gets like a good average 5 to 10k per video. And that's going to be snapped up
quickly.
There's only 150.
Yeah. Once they're gone, they're gone.
Exactly.
And I will include a thing where you can personalize it as well, but just to be on the safe side, I might have to charge like an extra £1, because otherwise I'm sure I'm going to get some stupid message in there.
Oh, right, I see.
You know, like in the nicest way possible. I'd like to be able to personalize every single one, but I'm sure I'm going to get the odd person to be like, oh, can you write, my big mum had a fat toenail and I licked it, or something, you know.
Love Kai.
Love Kai. You know, I don't want to write that. So, yeah, I might include like a little thing where if you do want it personalised, it'll be like an extra £1. It'll be nothing special, but otherwise it'll just say, to blah blah blah, have a lovely Christmas or something along the lines of that. Merry Christmas, love Kai, or something, you know. And Coda.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, he's also signing them.
Are you getting into paw print them?
I am, yeah. I've bought the ink.
Ah, what a good boy.
It's pet safe ink, so all good. The cards aren't here yet, though. That's the only issue.
Oh, fair enough.
So
well, you got plenty of time.
Yeah, I'm waiting on them still, and they said they would be here by Wednesday. So fingers crossed, because otherwise that first video is a fucking Fuck.
Do you know
Otherwise,
how
that
hard
one
it
switches
is
round.
to get a dog to paw print a card?
Yeah.
It's so difficult. I mean, maybe
Yep.
it's just beta. Beta's really difficult to get to do it. But I tried doing it with mud before. I've got like a bunch of wet mud, and I got her to step in it and then paw print the card. And she was quite responsive, and her paw was very much covered. But because she doesn't like us holding her paw in a place for too long, she thinks that something's about to happen. She likes to take her paw back. So I stamped it down on the card. She took it back, and then there was just a mud splodge rather than a mud paw, when it was definitely a mud paw if she didn't move.
I love that.
Well, good luck. That's all I'm going to say.
Beta. Coda's quite good with you. Like, he lets you just touch him, basically, you know? Like, you could hold onto his paw for the whole day and he'd be fine. So,
good boy.
It should be fairly straightforward. But otherwise, one thing that I have done for this month, which is going to be a fucking ball ache to edit, because it's 9.5 hours of footage.
No.
Is we made a Christmas song.
9.5 hours.
It took us 9.5 hours to make.
Oh.
And that's excluding the mixing and stuff.
Oh.
But I'm not in charge of the mixing, thankfully, so that's fine.
When does that go out?
18th.
Oh, at least you got plenty of time.
Yeah, but luckily, like the footage that's 9.5 hours, it's very much just grab little bits, put them in place. It's kind of gonna be like voiceover stuff. A lot of it, I think.
Yeah, but some of that is probably gonna have to be like, you're gonna need to watch it just in case you say something which you needed to include. Oh no!
Yeah.
Wow.
The hardest bit is gonna be the first 3 hours of footage, because that's the writing process of it. You know.
Oh god!
Which obviously I need the writing process in there,
and you're gonna need to include a lot of that as well.
Yeah.
Just make it a half-hour video. People like watching documentaries.
Yeah, it might end up being something like that.
I watched the 1.5 hour documentary the other day on how fast passes work at Disneyland.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
It came up in my recommended. I say I've watched 1.5 hours of it. I probably watched an hour of it and haven't finished the last half hour. But like, I'm actually watching it genuinely, and it's actually quite interesting.
Not too shabby.
Also, I'm very bored, so like, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the most interesting thing.
No.
But other than that, though, that is pretty much my week. I've done a video with you as well.
You have?
Well, partly with you.
Spoilers, I wear clothes.
He does. As opposed to not wearing clothes, like right now.
In normal videos.
Yep, he is completely nude right this second whilst we're speaking.
Don't expose me.
Well,
I mean, I am exposed
yourself.
anyway, yeah.
But yeah, that's my week, or my last couple of weeks. It's just been a lot of filming, editing. I've pretty much done everything for Jack Sucks at Geography as well. That's all edited pretty much.
Nice.
Until the middle of January, I believe. So it's kind of just Jack Sucks at stuff now. And then all of my stuff, and I'm done.
Nice Christmas time off, which will be well deserved.
Oh, yes.
Do you know what's also quite exciting about today, Kai? Today, Kai? Do you know what's exciting about today, Kai?
What's exciting about today, Fraser?
So what's exciting about today is on today, Wednesday, the 1st of December, one of my favourite Netflix shows is premiering the final season of Lost in Space. I absolutely love Lost in Space. For those of you that haven't watched it, it is if you couldn't guess, a space-themed show. Yes, like you. I honestly, I recommend you watch it. It's so good. It's a space-themed show, and it's a remake of an old show, which was also called Lost in Space. It was the exact same story, just a modern-day remake. It follows the family of the Robinsons as they all go to another planet with everybody else who made it onto the program, another planet called Alpha Centauri. And they are all together. They're all traveling to this planet. In season 1, things go wrong. And they try and get back to their main ship called the Resolute. But as they go along the way, they start off by themselves. And they have to try and find the rest of the gang, first of all, before they structure a plan to get back onto the Resolute. Season 2 ultimately is they're still on the Resolute, but things start to go a bit south as there's a bunch of different issues.
Broken.
I mean, that could be one of them, yes. But there's a bunch of different issues.
Going north, nah.
And then season 3 is about to premiere. It's about to start on Wednesday. And one of the cool things, though, is I actually have an invite to the virtual premiere for episode 1 tonight, which I really, really, really wish I could attend. It premieres at 2 a.m. UK time. And I'm not going to be awake because I have work tomorrow, so I'm gutted that I can't attend, but I'm going to try my best to see if there's other ways I can like watch a catch-up recording or something, because this is like the first virtual, I mean, anyone could be invited to a virtual premiere, I guess. I'm not like special or anything, but it's the first like premiere in some sense that I've been invited to. So I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, there's no way I can attend it at 2 o'clock in the morning with work the next day. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to miss it. But I am looking forward to that so much. And I'm definitely going to be binging the living shit out of season 3 because I don't want to run into any spoilers at all. With this being one of my favourite Netflix shows, I'd honestly recommend it to anybody. If you have any inkling of interest into any form of space show or space movie, then you will definitely like this. Do you like space shows / movies, Kai?
Sometimes, depends on what it is.
Have you ever watched Interstellar?
We watched it.
We have. Did you like it?
I did.
Then you will like this?
The only thing I remember about it was long. Because I think we watched it in 2 sittings.
That's right, yeah. Interstellar is quite a long movie. But obviously with this being a show, it's about 45 minute to an hour long episodes.
That's okay.
So it's not too bad. You can watch it at your own pace. But I think as long as you liked Interstellar, Lost in Space doesn't have the same storyline, but
I hope not.
It is somewhat tied in terms of activities, visiting planets and traveling through space and stuff.
Okay.
So if you like that, you'll like this.
Could be cool.
I'd honestly recommend giving it a watch. And I will be not offended if you say, I'll add this to my list and I never watch it. Because that's what most people do.
My list.
Yeah. That's what most people do, though. It's kind of like the, oh yeah, I might listen to it equivalent. Like when you add it to your list and then never watch it. Whenever someone says, yeah, I'll add it to my list, it basically means that they'll probably watch it eventually, but there is no immediate urgency and they'll probably never watch it at the same time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, I'd recommend it. Season 3 comes out today, Wednesday the 1st of December, and watch along with me. Tweet me what you think, at FraserIRL. But there's been other things going on at the moment as well, hasn't there, Kai? That's my main focus, but I've also been looking at some other things, because as many people know, Black Friday and Cyber Monday has just happened.
A bit shit, really.
Did you not find anything?
No.
Were you looking for anything?
No.
Oh, well, that's probably why it's a bit shit.
The thing is, right, Black Friday's great because it's just before Christmas.
Yeah.
But the things you want to get for people for Christmas are not on sale.
No.
Which is, like, the worst thing. I bought something which I thought was on sale because it said it was in the Black Friday sales. It wasn't on sale.
Oh, what a scam.
Yep, it cost me... Hold on, let me go onto the actual page now. It cost me... Well, it says it's on sale, but I don't think it is.
What actually is it? Or is it a gift so you can't say it?
I mean, I can say it. It's just a gift for my dad's partner.
Oh, fair enough.
But, I don't know. I feel like the things... Like, I was looking for things that would be, like, really handy and really nice for, like, friends, family. Couldn't find anything. Unless I wanted to spend, like, $1,000 or, like, 100 quid.
It's the expensive stuff which is, like, really good on sale.
It always is.
But for everything else, which is not going to be giftable, yeah, that's never on sale, is it?
No, it's not really worth it. Unless, like, I'd happily get like an Amazon Fire Stick if I had a TV. But if I needed one, you know.
Well, do you know what? After this, I'm going to link you a few TV deals that I found because the stuff that
I cannot afford a TV at the moment.
Oh, but when we were talking about TVs previously. This is a hell of a lot cheaper than then for the same stuff. So I'm gonna once again try and convince Kai to get a TV. But then again, I also tried to convince Kai to get a hot tub, and it didn't work. So it's probably not going to work here.
It didn't work on that one though.
How come?
The hot tub used like £7 of electricity every day.
Well, you're not going to be turning it on every day, are you? Either way, we've missed out.
Well, you kind of have to keep it on because it has to stay pumped up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
or all the water comes out. So that was the downside of that.
It's not too bad. That's an hour's work, but then that's also an hour's work every day. And if you're paying that every day, then you're basically working for free.
I'd rather get a. I could get a McDonald's for cheaper than that every day.
That's true. That is very true.
Oh, but no, Black Friday in general and Cyber Monday, it's something that I always look at, but never stay interested in anymore. You know?
Fair enough.
Like, there's nothing that takes my interest.
It's definitely better when you know what you want.
Yes.
When you're just browsing to window shop, it's really, really bad because you find the same stuff on sale every year and you can't find the hidden gems that you actually want. So if you scroll through Amazon, for example, Amazon being the worst place to do a Black Friday shop because everyone looks at Amazon and it's always the same crap. You get the chargers on sale. You get light bulbs on sale. You get Amazon pushing their own devices. You get... I mean, maybe for people that own homes, it's actually good, but you always see like irons on sale, and I don't need an iron.
You want to know the one thing I added to a wish list, right? Which has now
that?
gone up in price, like back to its normal price. Big bulk box of celebrations, yeah? I think it was 2.4 kilograms.
Yep.
Which is about, I think a normal tub's like 450 or something.
Yeah.
Maybe 300 or 350, something like that. It was down at £13, I believe, this one. It's now £23.
Oh, wow.
Which is it was quite good, but I really just didn't want to spend money on a box of, celebrations.
Yep.
It would have been good for Christmas, but I probably would have eaten them all before Christmas.
Yeah, fair enough. I definitely, if it's there, you kind of help yourself to it.
Exactly.
It's very hard to resist when the chocolate's
Especially
there, isn't it?
It's a big box as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And the worst thing is, the amount of bounties and Snickers that will be in there that are going to go untouched because I don't like either of them.
Yeah.
Everything else I'll have, just not those two. But that was the only thing I found.
I've learned from my mistakes when it comes to buying food on Black Friday, because a few years ago I did actually buy a bulk bag of Swizzle Sweet Mix, which is things like drumsticks, for example, and the drumstick strips. And it's really nice to have that, but you find that you don't eat a kilo of sweets very quickly. You eat it over a very long period of time, including refreshers as well, for example. Because you eat over such a long period of time, all of the gummy sweets that are like the refresher strips and are covered in sugar, they get really sticky really quickly. So then when it actually comes around to you eating the refreshers, it is a nightmare to get it out of the package because the paper's stuck to the sweet, and then your sweet is covered in pretty much half the sweet before you've even eaten it.
Yeah, it's not the best, is it?
So for chocolates, not so bad. For sweets, never again. I'm never going to buy a bulk bag of sweets ever again.
Yeah, fair.
But otherwise, I think the only thing I was actually looking for this Black Friday was a new pair of headphones for my computer.
That's what I was going to say. Did you find any? Or...
Yes and no. I found a pair of headphones that I like the look of. They were the SteelSeries Arctis Pro wireless. And they're normally about £290-ish, and they were down to £220, which is not much of a sale. I don't think it was a Black Friday sale, but they were still on sale, and I was going to go for it, but then I had to look a little bit more at the reviews because I heard that the sound quality was good, but then some people 2 years later were reporting that their ones were breaking, not sound quality wise, but from actual build quality. It was breaking in the way that mine is currently breaking, except mine's lasted 4 years and theirs lasted 2.
Yeah, that's not the best.
So I got cold feet all of a sudden, then I decided not to buy it. So I'm looking elsewhere now. I'm kind of changing my approach because I really wanted one which had like a hot swappable battery. Because the battery life on these, they work for a day, but they need to swap out the battery halfway through the day, which is great. I love having the charging base and everything. But now I'm thinking, what if I just get like a proper good pair of headphones, like a Sennheiser or Sony or something, and then just Bluetooth it to my computer with like buying a Bluetooth dongle separately? That could be a good idea. But I've not properly looked into it, and I'm running out of time to make the most of a Black Friday sale. So I think I'm going to miss buying a replacement pair of headphones. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that's a bit unlucky. Bit of bad news there. But hey, it is what it is. You can't always find what you want on your Black Friday sales. Anyway, I think that's about it for this week's episode. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
That was a good episode.
thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode of... This month, I promise, we are not going to miss a single week. We are not going to miss a single week this month. It is happening.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
100. Oh God, it's happening 100%. So make sure you stay tuned for next week's episode right here on Spotify. We upload every single Wednesday. So make sure you follow and turn on notifications as well, so you don't miss a single episode. Follow us on our Twitter as well at Stuck in a Podcast, where we tweet out things like asking for questions for community episodes, which could be something that's coming up. You never know. Keep your eyes and ears peeled for that on our Twitter at Stuck in a Podcast. Follow us on our main Twitters at Kairos and at FraserIRL, where you can find good quality tweets and notifications as to when we upload as well. For example, Kai's going to be uploading every single day for this entire month, and I'm going to be streaming every single Friday unless things go on.
He is.
So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that as well. Anyway, I think that's all. Anything else you want to add?
Nah, not really.
Cool. Well, until next time, thanks so much for listening, and don't forget to do your Christmas shopping because it's getting really scarily close, and I haven't even started, bitch.
Same, bitch.